the
Wait,
business card back together.
No way. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another edition of Started in Seattle. Today I'm here with G-Man of BitTitan. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so let's begin by telling our viewers a little bit about what you guys do here.
Today, we have a lot of companies that have legacy computers where people run servers inside of their own environments, you know, their own emails, file storage, etc. And we're really moving to a new society where all of those line of business applications for businesses are moving to the cloud, such as Microsoft Office 365, we have Google Apps, we have Salesforce.com, we have Box.net, and at the end of the day, your data needs to be portable from those legacy systems to these new platforms that are going and appearing in the cloud that we're creating month over month. And that's really what our business is about. It's really about IT change automation, where your IT needs are changing from these old style thinking of on-premise servers to really cloud computing type of environments. And we make your data liquid and portable to those new environments.
What about a quick overview of your background and also a fun fact that not very many people know about you?
My background is I have an engineering background. I have a computer science degree. I was at Microsoft for almost 8 years in product development and turned entrepreneur. This is a completely self-funded startup where we have no outside investment. So that in itself of how this company was created is an interesting dynamics because of the fact that when you have no funding, you have no board or a sense of, let's say, mentorship that you normally have when other people have vested interest in your company. And that is something that was used to create this company. Something that people don't know about me. Very little. I mean, I've kind of told, I think all my employees know almost everything about me. I used to be a snowboard instructor.
Really? Nearby?
At Snoqualmie.
Okay, cool.
Part-time, while working at Microsoft.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you were at Microsoft for a bit, then ventured off on your own. Where did the idea for BitTitan come from?
Interesting fact. BitTitan is actually started on the premise of cloud storage of software, hence the name BitTitan. We are the titan of your bits. Similarly, think of Box.net type of storage that I founded in 2007. And at that time, no one really trusted online storage. We never had a lot of social media platforms. We never uploaded pictures of ourselves, and no one really wanted any of their data in the cloud. And I knew that it would be too difficult and too costly, as we know today, how much investment was made into Box and things like that to be able to take into market, given competitors like Microsoft or Google, who has the investment capabilities. So rather than trying to solve a new problem, which is really what that was, right? I mean, it's kind of a existing problem of, where does my information go in case I had failures in my hard drive, and really a new style of thinking, which is how do I integrate these files into online applications and these cloud computing infrastructures, line of business apps that are in the cloud to a model that never existed. And so I went back to my roots, really. We pivoted the company, and my background is in enterprise computing. So one of the things in 2009 was the adoption of, or really the marketing power behind moving business email platforms to a hosted model. And it's something that I worked on at Microsoft and helped pioneer in 1999. So one of the things is that it is a very complicated market. IT itself is just complicated. It requires, professional services, people with certifications. And really the premise that I had was, how do I make this affordable? How do I commoditize it? And how do I make it accessible to the masses worldwide without any IT knowledge whatsoever?
So you guys have a really cool office space here in Kirkland. I heard that you guys are moving across the street to an even bigger and even more cooler office space. So it seems like you guys are growing. What has been your strategy for growth?
I think our strategy for growth, it really is, there's twofolds. There's an internal growth and then there's an external growth. From an external perspective, I think it's really just comes down to solving real problems that exist today and providing, great customer service to our customers at the end of the day. Our internal growth strategy is really around how do we retain employees, hire some of the smartest people around, keep transparency, a flat hierarchy, and allow people to really excel in what they're doing, leverage their strengths, not have to focus on bureaucracy, politics, process, and keep all those things minimal, and the transparency of a growing company, not just the good things, but also the bad things as we continue to grow.
What are your plans for the future?
Maybe take some vacation.
Okay.
Our plans, are always, try to grow the company. Our sole goal is to bring shareholder value, which is increase our revenue, increase our profits, and grow the company. So whatever fits into that model is really what we want to try to accomplish. And of course, going back to the core fundamentals of why we started this company, which is really around, getting shit done and have fun doing it.
Take a sip of your coffee. Nice, I like that. What is one trend that excites you?
One trend that excites me, any trend.
Any trend. Is there one in particular that sticks out?
Actually, this is a fact that not a lot of people know about me.
There have been like 3 now. You said that everybody knows everything.
Well, some people know this about me, but okay. One trend that excites me is really around home automation.
Okay.
Being able to automate everything in your home that you do, where it just controls things, lighting controls, climate controls, music, everything around what you operate, television, etc. Just if you think about your day-to-day life and what you have to do every day, the things you have to remember around locking your doors, security, food, grocery shopping, all of those things, and really automating my life and making technology as very invisible as possible in your day-to-day life.
Last question. In 10 seconds or less, if you had to convince someone to start using BitTitan, how would you do it?
If you have data on one system and you need to move to another system, are you going to do it manually and waste your time doing that? Or you can come to BitTitan.com, enter credit card information, press one button, and your data will be portable between 2 systems.
Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Now you're like talking, well,
you should totally do it like that, too.
That's a great question. Live from Kirkland, we get shit done. Fundamentals of why we started this company, which is really around, getting shit done and have fun doing it.
Take a sip of your coffee. Nice, I like that. Obviously the spokesman for BitTitan.
Take my business card. I rip it right in half. And we're going to fold it into as much as I can, into as many little pieces, into as small of a package. And note that they have these tricks where it's like, how you can fold a newspaper like up to 8 times, and basically you can't fold it anymore. So we want to make sure it's as compact as possible. And then you take that piece of paper that you keep folding up, and you just kind of chew on it. Hopefully, I could actually use an assistant if you want to
What is it? Jessica?
touch this. Hey, so, hold on a second. We go and chew it and just try to piece the paper back together. And here's this paper that I'm going to open right here. Take this paper, and you notice I don't have any sleeves, so it's not like I'm putting things up my sleeve here. And we get
what?
the business card back together.
No way.
The original business card.
And it's wet.
And it's wet.